Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for January 25th through the 27th of 2019. All right, so this weekend we have the moon in Virgo all weekend long, so themes likely around taking care of things, doing the work, and all in all just striving towards a bit of improvement, whether it's for ourselves or our environment. So with this on Friday exact, but we'll probably feel this all weekend, Mars is going to be trining up to Jupiter. So really good maybe feeling of confidence or courage, maybe some directness or motivation that we can put into maybe some potentials, maybe some ideals, some things we've been inspired about, hopeful about. Really good to put energy towards that stuff here over the weekend. And so this is it in terms of the aspects. We are in the disseminating phase, so still a great time of implementing insights from about a week ago when we had that lunar eclipse. And as we approach the later part of next week, Saturn is going to be sextiling Neptune. So there's some good steady progress in terms of what we're building towards regarding maybe some of these dreams and potentials. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this weekend. So again, we are using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you are new, there's a link down below for more information. Do check that out. All right, so we have the moon in Virgo all 3 days of the weekend here. So this will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Virgo, the earth sign that has to do with essentially creating structure with maybe our routine, or taking care of things that need to be taken care of, and then also fundamentally with ourself as well. So really good time for things like self-improvement, diet, routine, maybe also doing work, right? Maybe doing our work or working on things, even if it's like a craft or a skill, something like this. Really good to get into that sort of detail-oriented, analytical, and structural sort of aspect of our personality. And there is a lot of grounded energy right now because we've had the sun recently shift into Capricorn, Mercury also recently from the past day or two. And so with this, with Capricorn, still a great time for focusing on the big picture and seeing how things do take time. And this is what's being developed right now, is this sort of patient, disciplined approach to whatever it is that we're focused on. So this will be the energy primarily for the next few weeks, and so still great to be focused on things in that long-term, patient and disciplined way of Capricorn. All right, so in terms of the aspects, we do have this Mars trining Jupiter, which is going to go exact on Friday and still be within orb all weekend here. So with this is a bit of fire energy coinciding with what is a very earthy time right now. And this is Mars, the planet of our drive and initiative, in harmony to Jupiter, the planet of our larger potentials. And so anything that we can do here over the weekend, if we're guided to take some action or initiative towards maybe some of these inspirations or possibilities or potentials or anything we've been hopeful or optimistic about, perhaps maybe this year with Jupiter getting activated. So anything like that, really good to cultivate, to put some energy into. And all in all, just feeling maybe a bit empowered, quite direct, assertive, with Mars in good harmony. And then I would say too, Jupiterian things, just in general, could be great to put energy into. Maybe adventurousness, maybe discussing philosophy or learning new philosophies or new outlooks on life. Things like this, really harmonious here all weekend long, strongest on Friday. All right, so that is essentially the major aspects of the weekend. Earth energy with the moon in Virgo, but yet this kind of opening for a bit of fire energy to cultivate some of these inspirations or things we're motivated towards. And as we get into the later part of next week, Saturn is going to be sextiling up to Neptune on Thursday. And so this is very, very slow-moving planets, so they do play a role much sooner than the exact contact. So we will perhaps feel this weekend, but especially going into next week, just this kind of steady progress towards anything that, again, maybe we've considered maybe a dream or an ideal since this year. In fact, this is the first contact with this, and it's an energy that's going to be dragging out for all of 2019. So it's the first one where, yes, there might be some of these dreams, and with Saturn, there's just an opening to take slow and steady steps towards some of them, and to just see how things are unfolding in divine timing, and how things that we're building are sort of in alignment to that, right? So this kind of thing, again, that'll be strongest next week, but do know that there is that kind of opening here at this time for structuring, for building, again, long-term plans, the stuff that requires, again, that sort of Capricorn energy of productivity and patience and discipline, just in really good harmony with the sort of divine aspects of things happening in, a sort of flow, and noticing these structures just kind of flowing and how we're building towards them. All right, everyone, so that is essentially the weekend in a nutshell. Now we are going to enter into the third quarter phase of the lunar cycle from Sunday and Monday going into next week, which does make it a really good time for setting initiative towards any things that we've been cultivating the past week. Because about a week ago, we had that lunar eclipse. This would have been some awareness and some shifts along our life journey. And so now, approaching the third quarter phase, it's really good to really implement these things and challenge ourselves towards cultivating some of them, right? So maybe the later part of the weekend, great for that. Again, in the context of what does take time, patience, discipline, responsibility with Capricorn. And all weekend long here, this pragmatic approach to matters, doing the work, taking care of things, and striving towards improvement. All right, so everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all Monday for the daily forecast.